High in the Colorado Rockies, nestled in the quiet town of Estes Park, stands one of the most infamous haunted hotels in America, the Stanley Hotel. At first glance, it's a picture of beauty and elegance, but those who step inside often find something far more sinister lurking in its halls. This is the chilling tale of the Stanley Hotel, the real-life inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining, and the countless spirits that refuse to leave. In 1909, Freeland Oscar Stanley, a wealthy businessman, built this grand hotel as a luxurious retreat for the elite. But what was meant to be a paradise soon became a paranormal hotspot. Guests and staff began reporting strange occurrences, unexplained shadows, chilling whispers, and ghostly apparitions. Was it the land? Was it something buried beneath the foundations? Or had the spirits of the past simply decided to stay? Of all the haunted locations in the Stanley Hotel, Room 217 is the most infamous. It was here, in 1911, that a housekeeper named Elizabeth Wilson suffered a near-fatal accident when a gas explosion nearly took her life. She survived, but many believe her spirit never truly left. Guests who stay in Room 217 have reported their luggage mysteriously moving, lights flickering on and off, and even feeling an unseen presence beside them in bed. Some have even been woken up by the sensation of invisible hands tucking them in, a chilling, yet oddly maternal gesture from the ghostly housekeeper. And then there's the most famous guest of all, Stephen King. In 1974, Stephen King and his wife booked Room 217. That night, King had a terrifying nightmare. He saw his young son running down the hotel corridors, screaming, chased by a demonic fire hose. He woke up gasping for air, grabbed a cigarette, and in that moment he knew he had found the perfect setting for his next horror novel. That nightmare became The Shining, a story that would cement the Stanley Hotel's reputation as one of the most haunted places in America. But Room 217 is just the beginning. The entire fourth floor is said to be haunted, particularly by the spirits of children who once stayed there. Guests have reported hearing phantom laughter, running footsteps, and even feeling unseen hands tug at their clothing. In Room 401, a dark figure is often seen lurking in the closet, while male guests report feeling an invisible force pushing them out of bed. Could this be the ghost of a jealous spirit? Many believe Flora Stanley, the wife of the hotel's founder, still lingers within the building. She was a gifted pianist in life, and apparently even in death. Staff members and guests have heard the sound of a piano playing, only to find the room completely empty. And then there's Freeland Stanley himself. His ghost is often spotted in the main lobby, still watching over his beloved hotel, greeting guests from beyond the grave. Beneath the Stanley Hotel, hidden from most guests, lies a network of underground tunnels. Originally built for staff to move unnoticed, these tunnels are now believed to be home to restless spirits. Visitors have reported hearing whispers echoing through the corridors, and some have even captured ghostly figures in photographs. Despite, or perhaps because of, its terrifying reputation, the Stanley Hotel remains a major attraction for ghost hunters, horror fans, and thrill seekers. Visitors who dare to stay overnight often leave with stories they can't explain. Some call it coincidence, others call it proof. But what do you believe? Would you dare to the Stanley Hotel? Would you spend the night? Scene: the camera slowly zooms in on the exterior of the hotel at night. A cold wind howls in the background. Despite, or perhaps because of, its terrifying reputation, the Stanley Hotel remains a major attraction for ghost hunters, horror fans, and thrill seekers. Visitors who dare to stay overnight often leave with stories they can't explain. Some call it coincidence, others call it proof. But what do you believe? Would you dare to spend a night at the Stanley Hotel? Let us know in the comments below, if you dare. Closing scene. The screen fades to black. The sound of distant laughter echoes, then silence.